It's a glorious Monday. Shaya is exploring more and more of the outside. She's gone around the corner. Where are you? Where are you? What are you finding there, huh? What are you finding there, huh? What's happening? What's happening? She's not very keen on staying out long though, so he kind of wants to come back in soon enough. But it's all good. It's all part of the learning process. This has been a week of, well, let's go back a bit. So, earlier on the week, I wanted to finally get just a tiny bit of merch up on my website. And as a result, I realized that there's a lot of neglect there. And instead of going back, patching it up and getting something done quickly, I realized that the best solution to this situation really was to go back to zero and build from ground up. And I cleaned everything. I cleaned so much stuff. Some of you might remember that there was a time I was writing blog posts, pretty much 2 posts a day, and there was something like 12 posts a week coming out. So it was crazy. Anyway, a lot of that content is up there, and I want to keep it there because there are still stuff there that becomes interesting to people, or that might come up on a Google search and that kind of stuff. So I want to keep all that old stuff in there. But yeah, so there was a lot of cleaning though, and a lot of things were older versions, and sometimes when you buy a theme for your WordPress website, for those of you who don't know WordPress website works, it's the WordPress itself is like a language operating system, and then you can put add-ons in it, and you can put themes that make your site look a certain way, and then you can customize those and go from there. And sometimes when you buy a theme, then you feel kind of emotionally attached to it for a certain amount of time. And now it was time to just clear all of that crap out and just start from scratch, get something that is functional, lightweight, but allows me to do what I want to do with it. So it was a big job. I've now put 2 full days into it. And here's the other thing. WordPress web design. It's something I have the skills to how to do it. I know how to do it. The problem is that I don't do it actively all the time, so I have to remind myself of a lot of things. And then every time I go back to it, so many things have changed. So this has happened a lot. So there's a lot of learning curve and all that sort of stuff. Again, and reminding myself what I've been doing. But I'm getting on top of it. The site itself is starting to have its structure. The mobile version is still a bit, I'm kind of thinking how we use the internet on mobile is very, very different than how we use it on desktop. So they kind of should have two different purposes almost. And I'm going to try to adjust to that as much as possible as well. And yeah, so my week has literally been me sitting with my laptop on my lap and just cleaning and designing and doing all sorts of stuff, and then occasionally coming out and checking out how Shaya is doing, because she has been allowed out this week, pretty much as she wants. We do stop her going out evening time when it gets like dark, because then we don't know if she's gonna have to stay out, and I'm not really happy letting her stay out all night just yet. Later on, if that's what she wants, she can. And here she is. You okay? And she met one neighborhood cat last night. I heard her little meow, and I came and had a look in the terrace, and there she was. And there's a big cat beside her, but I think the big cat realized that it's a kitten, so it was kind of like checking out, who are you? There's no aggression or anything like that. Back in the day when Chanel was here, I would have heard all about it, because Chanel would have been on a warpath straight away if somebody came to her territory. So we shall see if Shaya can turn into that kind of same territorial cat or not. We shall see. Anyway, so back to the web design. So most of my week, I've been doing the work. It's not very filmable stuff, but it is exciting, and it's something like I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. I have 150 million different ideas in my head all the time. Bang, there you go. This has been a big part of it. Is the whole website is kind of getting it up to the point that it actually serves the purpose of kind of sharing more of my life here, and giving you snippets of it, and also giving you an opportunity, if what I do resonates with you, to kind of support me with somehow kind of meaningful way where you get something back from supporting me as well. So a big part of that was to come up with a shop, and it's like a lot of blocks kind of clicked into place in the past couple of weeks, and it felt like the right time to do it, and it's coming together. It's going to be up. The shop is going to be online by the time this comes out, so I will link it in the description. The website, I'll be tweaking it probably for a couple of weeks, but like the basic fundamentals should be up. And if any of you feel like going there and exploring it, and if you find any bugs or anything like that, let me know. I'm more than happy to hear about it, and I want to fix them as we go. So yeah, that's kind of been my week. I'm sorry it's not anything more exciting, and I'm really hoping that by getting this week, this big administration web design job done, next week I can get into something a lot more exciting. And let's see where we get. I have a few ideas for next week, so but anyway, thanks for sticking around with me even through a week like this. The point of the vlog is that I'm being honest about what's going on in my life here, and that's what it's been. I've just been sitting on a laptop and designing stuff, and trying to figure out code and all sorts of stuff. So thanks for the patience. Now, I enjoyed the coffee outside, fresh air. I'm going back to work. Okay, here's a quick look at my new website. This is the home page where you land. Obviously I want you to listen to my music, so that's the biggest button there. So, but there's there's a music page on its own, which just gives you a playlist of my stuff. So if you just want to press play and listen to something, they'll do it straight away. And then underneath there's also the links to everything that all the big players in the streaming world. Then, I don't know how many of you know, but I started kind of quietly doing the podcasts, one of the stories of the songs and a few other reflections about my journey and that kind of stuff. So that's on the podcast page, and here again you can just walk on the page and press play here, or you can then go visit it on Spotify if you want. The blog page, the blog is still there, and it's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to post, a couple of times a month minimum. But as you can see, there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One page there. And there's 127 pages of blog posts. So there's a lot of stuff if you feel like reading through, I don't know, last 10 years of my life, last 12 years of my life, you can probably find them on the blog here. Now the exciting part for me is the shop. So we have a merchandise shop. I will talk more about this particular design here, but it's, for time being, I'm enjoying it, and it's my logo. So there will be some handcrafted stuff for the high ticket price, if you'd like to call it that. But then, we have hoodies, we have tank tops, we have hats, mugs, t-shirts and all that sort of stuff. I wanted to go for something that was more, basically everything I've done here, I've kind of done it with the thought that I would wear it myself, or I would use it myself. If I don't, it won't make the cut. So I hope you guys enjoy some of it, and all the money you put towards this is supporting an independent artist. So if there's something in the shop you like, it's ready and it's in action. And there's of course there's the usual about page here, with a bit of my story. You can read about it, and there's links from there to the discography, which is quite big at the moment and growing every 3 weeks. And then there's contact and booking information here. That's the basics of it, but there's gonna be underneath, there's gonna be more stuff linked around and connected around, and yeah, there is social links are here at the bottom as well. The legal mumbo jumbo that I actually went through and did it all. But yeah, back to homepage. I'm still trying to incorporate the logo somehow here. I don't know yet whether it'll be just in the image here or up to the top, because I'd like to be every page, but there's limitations of the size of this logo here, so we shall see. It's a good start. If you guys have the time, go and check out jpkallimusic.com. If you feel like playing around with it, and if you pressing all the links and everything, and see if anything works, and if there's something that doesn't work, let me know. Go to the contact page, and which is at the bottom here, always, on every page. Go to the contact page and send me an email and let me know, or through any social media, and let me know if there's something that doesn't work, and help me kind of test it a little bit. And also let me know what you think of the website. So this literally has been the height of the excitement for me for the past 3 days now, non-stop. There's still work to be done. I'm still going to expand on the mobile version of it and all that sort of stuff. But right now, I'm very happy how it looks. And as I said earlier on, it's really clean install, which is very important for me. So it'll keep, it'll be relevant for a little bit longer than the last one did. Also, it's kind of trying to do things rather than just me trying to put everything on one page. So hopefully it makes more sense for people who actually visit the website as well. So yeah, that's it. I think it's in a good enough place that I can actually take a couple of days break from it and actually pick up the guitar and play some music for change. What the future holds, what the nature calls, as the story unfolds.